First, a serious escalation in the DPRK's ongoing involvement in Russia's illegal conflict.
A Louisiana state trooper entered a no-contest plea to reduce charges that will allow him to avoid jail time in the 2019 arrest and death of black motorist Ronald Green.
This marks the first conviction in a prolonged police brutality case that once sparked nationwide outrage.
Global oil prices are seeing a steep decline after an Israeli retaliatory strike over the weekend targeted Iranian military installations instead of energy infrastructure, as had been feared. A 37-year-old Kansas woman died after she accidentally backed into a plane's spinning propeller while attempting to take photos, authorities reported.
Amanda Gallagher, a photographer, had been on the plane to capture images of skydivers Saturday afternoon.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
Can we get some coffee here, please? Please, can we get some coffee here? Please.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
All right.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Hey, there's a book in
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
Get it out of my face. Get it all out of my face. Out of my face, they say. Can you hear me out there? Well, then get it out of my face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. Another rotten day here on planet Earth. If you're tuning in from another planet, I hope it's a better day on whatever planet you are listening in from. We are going to have an author in the first hour of the program today. Our second hour guest is not going to be here. Listen, I screwed up again. Yeah, I've been screwing up a lot lately, more than on average. You know, generally I average like probably 40 to 50 screw-ups per week. I think I'm up to about 120 in the last month or so, and that's on me. So our second guest won't be here because she was supposed to be here this evening. Meanwhile, our scheduled evening guest was supposed to be here this morning. It's all ass backwards. So neither of them are going to be here. I don't have a show tonight. This is a good thing because it's my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. All right, you guys can all sing while I'll wait. All right, that's good enough. A quick version of happy birthday there. So Andy Page, who's supposed to be, I thought was supposed to be on the evening program. It was actually supposed to be here on the morning program. Is not going to be here. And MDA Morale, I think that's how you say it, Morale MBA, she won't be here this morning, but I thought she was supposed to be here tonight. If that makes any sense to you at all, you need help. I need help, obviously, but if I'm making sense to you, you need help. So our author in the first segment this morning is going to be talking about his new novel, Civil War 2.0. And I'm going to, just by default, I'm going to have to be a little bit of a dick to him, I think. Here's the deal, and you can. I shouldn't telegraph my punches here, but the novel supposedly takes place in a civil war in the United States of America in 2061, when an openly socialist president is inaugurated. Openly, like he's fucking gay or something. I don't know. Listen, openly. Oh, he's openly socialist. I'm already angry at that phrase, because we've had lots of elements of openly socialism in this country since the very first president, who was not George Washington, by the way. So there you go. And then 2061, we're not going to make it to 2061. We're not going to make it till 2025. Maybe we will, but I don't think so. Maybe we will, but I don't think so. Anyway, that's what you can expect today. His name is William R. Douglas. I have a Mr. Douglas. Green Acres. Why am I thinking of that? Because I'm retarded. That's why. I'm retarded and there's no help for me. So why do you even tune in? That's the question. But I'm grateful you do. Anyway, Opus Clip wants me to tell you about Opus Clips just in time that I lost. I don't have an Opus Clip commercial, but they contacted me last night and said, you run the commercial tomorrow. We got some good things for you. We'll throw a lot of cash your way. Oh, thanks. If you tell me this is 2:00 in the morning, I get an email. You want to see it tomorrow, and I have not prepared it. And because you gave me that stinky copyright strike, and I'm tired of getting copyright strikes. One more copyright strike, and YouTube's going to say, hey. So I can't run it. So I'm just going to tell you about Opus Clip. Opus Clip is just a great tool that saves me lots of time. The guys in the back end have tried to use it. The guys in the dog pound there have tried to use it, but they're too fucking stupid. That's fine. Or technically unsavvy, as some people like to say. I prefer to say stupid. But it saves me hours in editing. And you see, I put up, people say, how the fuck does he put up so much content? It's like he must have lots of people working for him. No, I have one retard working for me, and that's me. And that you see how much I'm able to do. So Opus Clip, when you only have one retard working for you, go to Opus Clip, OpusClipPro.com, whatever. Links in the description down there. I probably could show the link, right? I don't know. Being a retard, I'm not sure what I can really do and I don't even have the link. I took the link out. Well, the link's in the description down there. So go down there in the description. All right. So I will play a commercial for you, but it won't be for Opus Clip. How about that? And when we come back, we'll have a room full of dogs. That's what we'll have. So this is the commercial. You listen to Halloween. Instead of candy this year, give out bongs or hash pipes or rolling papers or even weed. If you go through Puspatuk neighborhood, you knock on doors, they will give you free pre-rolls. That's what we get. So there you go.
With humble East Coast beginnings in 2015, Daily High Club is the premier destination for glass water pipes, vaporizers, and consumption accessories. If you're looking to elevate your smoking game to the next level, you're in the right place. With over 1 million top-quality smoking products sold, and with a growing base of over 10,000 monthly subscribers worldwide, we deliver the ultimate smoking experience. But Daily High Club is not just a retailer. We're lovers of the smoking scene ourselves, working with giants like Tommy Chong, Snoop Dogg, Chanel West Coast, and more. Ready to join the Daily High Club? Let our experts curate your collection with our awesome El Primo monthly subscription box, or grab one of our fun and unique pieces from our smoke shop. Click the link in the description below this video to get this party started now.
I think that guy has the same ass cancer that I have, by the way. Oh, Ron Kane, the spot stealer, is stealing TD's spot this morning. In the in the room with me now are Stephen Three Balls Ortiz, Ron One Ball Kane, and GD No Balls Fenderson. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
TV.
What happened to GD? He froze up. Did you see him freeze up? He's freezing up.
Probably my internet. I'm having issues with it this morning.
Close the window. Close the window, and you'll.
It's not the window. It's something going on. I rebooted. I'm on my phone actually. I'm not even using my Wi-Fi. Tomorrow. Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. Tomorrow is All Hallows Eve. Give the kids what they really want: a good sugar high. That way, they don't have to dip into your stash. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. MindDogTV.com. Support your local mercenaries and enjoy the suffering.
All right. So, thank you for that, Mr. Freezed Up. Well, no Wi-Fi. Three balls. Now, Stephen, how are your balls?
Well, I've not slept. I'm very heavily medicated right now.
Wait. The balls. Balls are part of the sleeping process. Maybe that's my problem.
They just hurt.
Because I've been an insomniac lately. I didn't know it was connected to my balls. Is
Well, I mean, sometimes coming will kind of help you sleep, but no, it's just right now. It just feels like Lizzo is standing.
If that were true, I would not have slept in the last 80 years.
Well, you know, there's a pill for that, but no, I'm okay. I just it's just a hematoma.
Are you a hypochondriac? Is this the problem? You're just making shit up. You're calling me. Are you one of these people who calls the ambulance every time you get a little hangnail, a little ouch? I'll call the ambulance.
They said if the hematoma doesn't go away in like 5 days, they'll have to do surgery to drain it.
What do you got? A hematoma, carcinoma, some kind of toma? Carcinoma.
Yep, I have a hematoma about that big that's pressing against my testicles.
So what school did you go to for medical attention?
What'd you say?
I said, what school did you go to for medical attention, since they do sex changes and open heart surgeries now at school?
Well, I was going to go to the local elementary school, but I figured I might be just a touch too old for that, so I went to middle school.
Wait, no, I did not hear about the free heart surgery. I knew about the free sex changes. All you have to do is enroll in public school, and you can get a free sex change, and done in a single day. But this is news to me. Ron Kane is just breaking news here. You can actually get open heart surgery in school now, because that doesn't sound like.
Oh yeah, especially like at the technical schools. Like if you could find yourself a nice technical school, you can even get some, plastic surgery done by these high school kids.
It's true.
I want a high school kid to work on my ass cancer. If I could just get like some high school kid to just look into my ass cancer, and when I say look into, I mean spread the cheeks and look into.
I got Botox from a DeVry student, so.
I mean, that's why they have all those stainless steel tables in the cafeteria. I mean, you got to be sanitary.
No, it's because people lick the tables in the cafeteria there. So.
Would you like a chocolate milk for your ass cancer?
Why not? Why not?
Chemo brought to you by Hershey's.
We're off to
a bunch of kids running in a tube into some guy's ass and like, turn on the chocolate milk.
Turn on the chocolate chemo.
Wow. All right. Chocolate chemo. Last night, my favorite guy in the world, Sean Hannity. You know he's my favorite guy in the world, right? He's my
I thought
favorite.
Stanhope was your favorite.
He was interviewing Trump, and Trump once again said they'll take your child. You go to school, you drop your beautiful child off to school, and they'll do things to them that you can't imagine. Can imagine, but without your permission, and then he's going into the sex change thing in school. And Hannity, not once. This is the cowardice or just the corruptness of. Nobody has the balls to say to him, "That's not happening." If you can show me one case where that's happening, I will rub your balls and tell you that's a good boy. or something.
Deal.
It's just not, and people are believing it. This is how the fuck can anybody believe without seeing any evidence that that's actually happening? He keeps repeating it over and over again, and like he has told people, if you just repeat a lie enough, people will believe it, and it seems to be spot on because it's the most absurd shit you've ever heard in your life. Nobody has ever seen a case where that's happened, but he keeps saying it over and not one person in that fucking party has the balls to say, "You're lying. Stop lying." It's I don't know where we go from here. Bucks County, PA. You know what's happening? No, you're not close to Bucks County, right? Bucks County is on the other side of the state, or yeah. They're having fake police go out and stage what looks like interventions with illegitimate voters or it's all done actors, not even badges or anything. They couldn't get badges for their actors, trying to make it look like there's election improprieties going on already. It's just the next week. It's just going to be so full of bullshit. It almost makes you want to just throw your hands up and say the bullshit is win.
I think it just depends on where you are, because I think if you try and pull that bullshit in certain parts of the country, no matter what party the people are, they'll probably beat the shit out of you. Especially like in my area, because people, they don't want to be fucked with. Like, they just want to go and do their thing. Then if you have people coming up to them, I think on, like I said, either side of wherever they fall, I think they'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here. We're just gonna beat the shit out of you."
Yeah. They're pretty good at analyzing it and say where do we need this and where can we get away with it, though. They're good, and they're having a lot of help, obviously. Russia.
But the other thing is, everyone has phones as well. So if someone's going to try and pull this shit, someone else is going to have footage of the other angle, whether it's a risky proposition to really try and do this shit, especially with the amount of young people that'll be out, because they actually know how to use their phones. They won't be like some of those boomers where like, "I don't understand this app."
Yeah. If you have to make shit up, it's just an admission that you're weak and frail. What are you saying?
Where does this rumor even come from?
Where did it come from? It was staged, and then it was they made videos of all the stuff, and then they put it on Twitter and Facebook and Reddit and all the stuff. It just propagates from there, and then people keep spreading it.
Because like you said, if this was really happening, there'd be some real solid evidence that it was happening. There's just none.
Well, Bucks County did shut down the voting line early yesterday. And I'm not sure if that was real cops or fake cops, but I'm looking right now at a video of fake cops, guys in rent-a-cop uniforms or whatever, no badges, posted by a guy named Darren Bucharski, as if this is the one guy. He's not like Mr. Breaking News kind of 5-star journalist. He's a fucking dude on Twitter, but he's got Steel News.
Are we sure this guy isn't related to Mr. Blutowski?
Oh, yeah,
and he just changed his name because of all the damage they did?
Yeah.
That's an old reference.
Yeah.
Okay, I legit have zero idea what that meant. That's how curious.
That was a long. It references the movie Animal House.
Yeah.
Which
have you heard of a guy named John Belushi? Is that even in your frame? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you should check. You should check out Animal House. That is like the original. I don't know, college comedy
fraternity. National Lampoon.
That's a standard.
Is that kind of like the same era as like Revenge of the Nerds and all that?
Oh yeah, that's set up all that.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
Let me just clear this up. Are you and GD in the same bedroom right now? Because you're both having the same Wi-Fi issue. I'm just thinking maybe, I don't know, since you have both having call issues.
If I'm still crackly, it's not Wi-Fi. It's the cord to my mic. So hold on, let me switch.
I will see if the other device works. I'll let myself out. I'll see myself out.
Hold on.
So GD just offed himself. Too bad. He should have just taken the. There's a way to do this on camera. You take the gun out of the envelope, and you kind of splash blood all over the wall. That's how you do it. To maximize ratings and to ensure that people will still be sharing the clip.
That better?
25 years later. Yes, that's better. It almost sounds professional.
I don't know what. My cord. I think my cord is going bad. I just need to.
Well, now it's not better. It's worse again. Whatever you just did, you just start yanking shit around.
I'm not yanking anything around.
No wonder you strain your balls. You're yanking shit around too much.
Better? Solid?
That's better, yes.
Cool.
Just sit in one place. Can you just sit in one place? You would think you would know. You would have mastered the art of sitting in one place by now.
Oh, I have that.
Hey, you're going to be sitting in one place for a long time in a few years, bub.
No, I'm going to have to be kneeling because ass cancer is not going to allow me to sit much longer.
Here is that video from Bucks County yesterday. This is what was making the rounds.
Yeah. What does the sign say?
Cream pie.
I have no badge.
It says line ends here.
He doesn't even walk like a cop. Cops don't just walk like that.
Are you sure those are cops? It just says emergency services.
No, they're not cops. They're fucking fake cops. They don't have badges.
Yeah, those are definitely fucking security.
Look, no cop walks like that. Like, I'm gay. I'm gay.
I would have a better chance of catching a perp on foot than that guy would.
Yeah. That guy's a walking Dunkin' Donuts.
The question I have is why didn't anyone just walk up to him and say, "What's your badge number and what's your ID?" Because they have to show ID.
Because if they're not cops, they have a good.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that one lady's standing right there.
An officer has to show you. An officer has to show you identification if you ask.
Right. What did GD Fenderson say? Like a Willy boy. You can't hear me?
Respectful.
I'm trying to get close to my mic so I can hear you.
You can hear him. It's like turn the radio down. I can't see.
Right. We apologize to people who think your radio just broke and you just punched it and threw it out the window or whatever you did. Yeah. So Brakefield and Berkey, they said they thanked us for yesterday's show, and they said that GD fella, what a hoot.
Huh?
That's
you made two fans.
You're making that up.
Now you have 4 fans.
I got to pull up the email. You guys talk a minute while I pull up the email from.
I don't know. I don't want to see Matt pull his email up or his female or anything. I don't want to see him do that.
Why?
I always wondered how otters mated.
Yeah.
There was a time when you would pay me to do that.
Back when I had money. No, so Ron, you have are you going to have the Mr. Tongue on November 1st? It's not November 1st. No, let me see. Shit.
November 1st is tomorrow, right? No, it's
November
Friday.
4th. November 4th, or you think it'll affect the election turnout in Harrisburg?
Yeah.
I mean, you think if you have the Mr. Tongue, it'll affect the early voting turnout in Harrisburg?
No. I'll answer for Ron. The answer is no. Here it says, Matt, thanks for having Brakefield and Berkey on your show. I guess this is Mickey writing to me. Oh no, it's from Charles Berkfield. I don't know. It's weird that you talk about yourself in the third person like this. Thanks for having Brakefield and Berkey on your show with your delightful cast of characters. Yes, GD was a hoot. We hope you'll invite us back next year when on book in the Jewel series gets published. So you guys are cast of characters, and GD, you are officially a Hoot. Now I don't know how you get your official Hoot badge button or pin on, whatever.
We'll have to add it to his thing. He's a certified forensic hooterist.
The thing is, here's the thing: the cast of characters. Ron didn't say anything and then checked out early. Steven
met me for about 10
ripped
seconds.
one of his balls off and passed out and had to go to the hospital. So that's the cast of characters. But he didn't say much either. He was, unless it was Al.
Yeah, I was only in. Well, they were in the back room for about 15 minutes while we talked, and then they left as soon as they
came. So
your mic went out.
You got no
audio went out.
You are just like you are a fucking Willie. That's all you are is a fucking Willie.
Watch your mouth, Mr. Poole.
You're a Willie.
You're an ager. You're an ager. You're an ager.
I got a friend request last night from a comedian, Will C. Not Willie.
I found, you know what? I also found a Willie C.
No, this is just Will C.
I
Will
found a
C.
black guy. Will C.
Not the one with, no, mine's the white guy. So I have a comedian Will C. Not the one Will C. So it seems to be a lot of
I found a comedian Willie C. on Instagram that sent me.
Yeah, well, did his mic work better than yours?
You.
What happened to you, Steven? You used to be a good boy. Now you're a bad boy.
What did that hospital do to you? Where did they touch you?
I think the hospital did something.
I know what it did to him. That's what it did to him. Yeah, sit right down and pick yourself right up.
Yeah, no, she needs a sound effect to go along with that.
That bottle is on the curb. That bottle is laying in the street in the curb. It's not a perfect.
No.
I cannot fit a bottle in my butthole. That's not.
She's got like a bottle cup holder thing that holds it.
No, she laid it down on the curb. She laid it down on the curb. It's right.
Ron, one more time, please. I need to slow.
Watch your hand.
Oh, wrong one.
Now watch your hand.
All right.
And listen carefully. You hear the ting ting. It's on the ground. See how her feet.
Where'd you hear sound? I didn't hear any sound from it.
Yeah, it went ting ting.
I think we need Penn and Teller to examine this.
Yeah.
It's on the ground, right in front of her. That's why her feet also disappeared, because she's stepping off a curb.
I know she stepped off the curb.
Yes, that's what she.
You have to step off the curb to squat and sit down like that. Poor people on the radio. You don't know what you missed.
You look at her right hand, and she takes the bottle and she lays it down, and then gets up.
I don't know.
Indeed,
maybe
she does.
Maybe. It's possible.
I'm telling
you.
Is
this better?
That's better.
Okay.
Right, be a good boy now. Leave your fucking headphones on and be like a real broadcaster.
Yes, Dad.
Even though this isn't a real broadcast.
Yes, Dad.
Our guest isn't here. William R. Douglas. So he's not here to talk about his ridiculous premise.
I wanted to know why it took 37 years. It says 2061. Finally, there's a civil war. Finally,
and
it
openly
comes to
socialist. The openly socialist president, like it.
Yeah. And I also want to know how he's defining socialist, because the sheer fact that he said openly socialist, I don't know how's he defining socialist.
Here you go. I will define socialist.
And is he talking about Bernie Sanders? Does Bernie Sanders finally get elected 61 years from now? 37 years from now.
Yes, when he's dead.
The one thing that was never asked yesterday is those people write books about technology. Then why was their connection so fucking terrible?
It was his mic. I think he borrowed that mic from Steven. I didn't know.
All right.
Ron, everybody knows those.
Let me whistle one more time, because I like the way that sounds.
Everyone knows those who can do, those who cannot teach, and those who cannot teach write books about teaching.
That's true.
erotic.
No.
Yeah,
I want to define socialism for you. Can I define socialism for you?
Yeah, but it won't be how he. I won't know how he defines it. But sure, you can define it.
Let me define it for you, and then maybe he'll have a different take on it. But I'm pretty sure mine covers everybody. If you disagree with Donald Trump in the slightest bit, that's socialism. If you disagree with him a lot, that's communism.
And what makes you an enemy then? Is that a pigment thing?
If you say it out loud.
Okay. Now, it says Biden calls Tony Hinchcliffe trash. Technically, he called Trump supporters trash.
That's right.
But I don't know if he meant supporters as in the people who prop him up behind the scenes, or supporters like voters.
But before you move on from there, and you're right, he did call Trump supporters trash. Now, doesn't that make him openly socialist or openly communist?
I think it makes him openly honest, because that's what he was thinking. But I don't know. I don't know if he, like, when I refer to, I try to say Republican Inc. and Democratic Inc. when I'm talking about the party and not the people, so that people understand. Because you'll say like Republicans suck, and then it's actually the party and not the people that you're referring to. So I try to say Republican Inc. Incorporated. But
I love the fake outrage from it that they're trying to produce. Like, he's calling people. It's like, hey, just not too long ago, you're saying this guy is empty. He doesn't know what he's doing. And now you want us to think he's competent. So you got to make up your minds. I know.
Just a day ago, they were saying you got to stop getting offended by people just calling your names. You got to have a thicker skin than that. And then as soon as they got called a name, they were crying.
They're all worked up over Arnold Palmer's cock. You know, these white guys, they're excited. They're like, oh my God, it's so big. It's so big. I don't understand. Like, why don't the Democrats get like Jack Slater out there to do some promotion?
Are you kidding? They got no. They have Biden's Jr. They have Hunter Biden.
Hold on. Peter North just endorsed Kamala Harris. Peter North.
That?
Yeah, they're so worked up on that big. They're worried about big cocks, man. They're living in the shadow of
Hunter Biden was so impressive, I guess, that even Marjorie Taylor Greene had to show the rest of Congress in an official hearing. In an official hearing. I'm sorry, that takes the cake. I don't know what Arnold Palmer does, but his cock never showed up in Congress.
Wow.
Well,
at least that we know of.
Oh, here you go. This may help.
See?
Oh my God, her hands were both.
No hands. No hands.
But look where the bottle is. Line up the bottle with where her holes would be. Look at that.
Yeah, they are. Look what.
Yeah. See? She just knocks it onto the front. It's just in front. That's all.
She might have a cockeyed vagina.
No, she just knocked it down in front. She didn't even line it up. She
doesn't want to believe.
It's not like I don't want to believe.
I have seen a whole.
No, in the beginning, I was willing to believe there was a possibility, even though it looked like the bottle had a cap on it. I was like, okay.
Listen, I've seen a full human head, a full adult male head go into a snatch. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not saying it's not possible.
When I made that video, I was much younger.
It's what? It's actually he grew the mustache afterwards, so he could never get back in there.
I think the mustache is residual cunt hair.
You got.
I wanted to take just a moment here to explain to Stephen Ortiz some history of Peter North. Was the founder of the Great Big White Cock Society. He was the original fat cock that just keeps on coming from 1980s porn, and that's why I know.
I thought that was Ron Kane. That's the rumor we spread around open mic circles.
Hold on a second.
Ron was second or
you
third.
You guys have called me a gay man for going to gay bars, right?
No, that's not why we call you. That's not why I called you that.
But
Matt
among Matt has an extensive memorized history of big white cocks. So
No, just Peter North, because he was like back in the day. Back in the day of where Amish porn, where people were still using wooden cocks instead of metal cocks, or whatever.
Well,
there weren't that many male porn stars. It was like there were like 5 or 6 of them, and there were lots of women, but there were only a few male porn stars. Johnny
I
Watt,
figured
Peter North, Harry Reams. I can't
Michael
think of.
Bean.
I think there were
That's
3.
your favorite.
Harry Reams.
Michael Bean.
Holmes? Or is that too late?
Michael Bean.
Hunter
No.
Biden.
Michael Bean didn't even bother acknowledging your little, and neither did
I
Stanhope.
know.
Does that hurt you?
No,
they don't
not at
even,
all. Not yet. No.
You're not even acknowledged. You
I only
can't
have
even,
300 followers. I'm building my following. It's getting there.
but you
I'm
tagged
getting
them. So and now listen, I know Stanhope reads everything he's tagged in. He read that and said, "This guy's not even worth coming back." He's not even.
Well, I don't want him to. I don't want to fight
He
him.
wants to
I
come
was
on
just
your
trying
back.
to.
No,
that's fine. I
no,
just wanted
listen, Stanhope's not a fighter. You could beat him. You could beat him even from the chair.
I just wanted to poke the bear, but the bear's asleep, so I'll have to figure something out.
No, the bear. You poked the bear. The bear said, "I got a shit."
No, you poked the bear and the bear liked it, or you poked the bear and the bear's an otter.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Was that a Katy Perry song? I poked the bear and the bear liked it.
No, I kissed a boy and I kissed a girl and I liked it. Not a boy, a girl. I kissed a boy and I liked it.
I poked the bear and the bear liked it.
I kissed a bear and the bear liked it.
All right.
See, way off the mark. Off the mark, and she
Magic
just
trick
pushed
from
it
the
in front.
1700s. I don't think they had bottled beer or bottled whatever that is. I think it's
They had
beer.
glass bottles in the 1700s.
I think they did, yeah.
How do you think pirates had bottles of rum?
Yeah, but that was not like glass beer. Like
it was glass bottles.
That one big glass bottle. It was a big jug. Like it wasn't like distilled.
Now,
like,
Matthew,
you get a
how
six-pack.
can you have a history of big white cocks but not know the history of glass bottles?
I'm going to look it up right now. And
can we all agree that she's doing the Lord's work? I mean,
yes,
honestly.
100%. Glass bottles were invented 1500 BC in Mesopotamia.
That's glass bottles, but not pre-manufactured all the same size glass bottles. They were making Michael Ian Glassart, Evil Ian, is a glacier or glacier.
Glassonomist.
Yeah, he's a glassonomist. He should know about how to blow his neighbor and then drink beer. I mean, blow a bottle in glass bottle. I'm looking it up.
The first glass beer bottles were invented in the early 1700s, were blown from thick, dark glass and had long necks. By the end of the 18th century, beer bottles began to take on the typical short neck and low-shouldered form we see today. Whiskey bottles...
1800s, you just said. They look
1700s.
Here we see today.
1700s.
No, I said 1700s.
We have someone that wants to weigh in on this bottle issue.
Did you see that bottle disappear? The Chicago sausage wants to process that S. By the way, I'm harder than a Chicago winter.
Harder than a Chicago winter. Huh.
Talk about the hawk.
1879, Englishman Henry Barrett invented the first screw-top beer bottle. And that's what that was. You could tell from here.
Well, screw top, sure.
Okay, Matt, we were saying it wrong. Ian corrected us. His title is
Glossosaurus Rex.
Yes, that's his official title.
All right.
But the classic whiskey bottle shape, though, that's been around since the 1700s. Yes, it has. I'm looking at pictures of it right now in the Smithsonian.
Show me one. Come on.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on.
Fucking technically insignificant.
I'm trying. Hold on, I got it. Oh my God, what is that?
This is
sounds like he accidentally sat on one.
Yeah, it sounds like you're fucking coming in one. What the fuck is wrong with this? Do you think now, is it a screw up? Is our guest not showing? Does he have the wrong hour? Or did he actually listen to the first 5 minutes and say, fuck that? No,
I think he's coming. I think he's going to be on tonight at 9:15.
No, nobody will be here because I'm not hitting the start button. I've already made that pretty clear to the publicist who was in charge of getting a guest on there. Don't forget about Friends as Phoebe's mom. Oh, she was on Friend, Terry Garr. I'm just getting comments on my YouTube stuff. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about Terry Garr because Ron is just obsessed with showbiz, and that's his thing. And I shouldn't talk about anything to do with showbiz, right?
Yeah, Matt, fucking get off his steez, bro.
Well, I like Terry Garr. She was first of all.
Who is that?
Oh my
Young
God.
Frankenstein.
That's all you need to say. Young Frankenstein. That was the
Young Frankenstein.
Tootsie.
What's Young Frankenstein?
Tootsie with
Did you hear what he said? He just said, "What's Young Frankenstein?"
Yeah, I heard him say that. I'm just thinking.
So we're going to put a 3-person show now, and that's fine. We don't need this guy who just doesn't know Peter North or Mel Brooks.
I know who Mel Brooks is. I just don't know who the other people.
Well, Young Frankenstein that's like saying I know who Leonardo da Vinci is. What's this Mona Lisa? I never heard of it.
I know what both of those are.
All right. Well, Young Frankenstein is Mel Brooks' Mona Lisa. I don't know. Maybe Blazing Saddles is
Blazing Saddles. I think Blazing Saddles is his Mona Lisa. I think.
Wait, he did. Wait, did he
I
do
think
Spaceballs?
Yeah, that's
Did he do
his.
Spaceballs?
That's his rough draft. That's his. You know how you're probably not familiar with this. Artists have like.
Hold on.
I think that was his retirement party.
No,
basically. He was on his way
that
out.
was his retirement, then what was Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Yeah, for sure. Spaceballs is so fucking funny.
Spaceballs is a fucking amazing movie. The best parody film out there.
I thought it was kind of hacked myself. I mean, considering it was Mel Brooks, I thought it was hacked and contrived. And I guess
it was supposed to be. It was a parody of Star Wars with George Lucas's approval.
Yeah, I get that. And sometimes when you get the approval of the artist, it's going to be tempered down and watered down. As far as sci-fi parodies go, I would consider Galaxy Quest better than Spaceballs.
Hold on.
Wait, let me say one thing, and then you can continue on. As far as I do agree that Spaceballs was a funny movie, very funny movie.
Yeah,
but as far as on the Mel Brooks scale, I don't think it.
That might be true. That might be true because I haven't seen his whole history of movies. I just know Spaceballs. I know Men in Tights. And I think there's one more that I might know. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but no. Here's the thing: Galaxy Quest, fantastic parody movie as well. But Galaxy Quest would be like Star Trek, whereas Spaceballs would be Star Wars.
Now, I mean, even saying that in public, it makes sense why GD likes Crack the Sky. I mean, Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest was not a good movie, though. It was not good in comparison to
Spaceballs is funny. Blazing Saddles, silent movie, the original producer.
The silent movie was good. Yeah, silent movie.
Let me look up
Young Frankenstein. Yeah.
Whoa, he did Robots? And he was in Robots and Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah, he was. Well, he did a voice. Yeah.
Well, he was in them. Yeah, in them. He was in Toy Story. Wow. Holy shit.
Here's the thing. Every time Crack the Sky is mentioned on this program, I say to myself, I should listen to one of their songs and know what the fuck this is.
That's
and
real,
I always forget. Today after the show, my first order of
Well, I mean, some people would say that you should eat out of the trash occasionally to taste the finer
to
flavor.
build up your immune system. Yes, Ron. To build up your immune system. Yes, exactly right.
No, and I should also sample.
It doesn't kill you, makes you shit watery. It's a known fact.
All right, I'll do all of those things immediately after the program today.
Good call.
And I tell myself I'll put it on my to-do list, but then it never gets done. So why do I even bother having a to-do list? This is the issue. What the fuck is he doing now? He's
Change it from to-do list to done. Just say to done list.
To done list.
You just add an N and an E in there and just say fuck it.
Ian's betting William R. Douglas is a no-show. How do I know?
Or instead of to do, change the do to die. You're like ta-da list, ta-da. It's done. That's
it. William R. Douglas. How did I even get William R. Douglas? Some publishers
Guys,
must have sent them.
I'm so excited for my Halloween costume for tonight's open mic. It's gonna be awesome.
Wait, you're wearing? Wait, this is just so fucking gay. You're wearing a costume to an open mic.
Well, it's Halloween.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, I've played plenty of Halloween gigs, like 40 or 50 Halloween gigs, and the band would and the audience would be wearing costumes, and I'd be like, "That's it's just fucking rank childish."
You need to have some fun.
Let me share just a brief story here about Halloween and costumes. We're playing a place called the E.B. Elliott's. The year, I believe, was 2005. And
It's a cold winter's night.
Yes, it was. It was an autumn night. Come on, you got to be accurate here. It was a
cold autumn night.
A brisk
autumn was
night.
out.
Right. And I was the only one in the room not wearing a costume. And there was a prize. I think the prize was $500 for best costume. It was like a big crowded room, and they were doing a lot of business. And Mikey was supposed to. He did announce the winners, but he announced the wrong winner. The winner was supposed to be the king of people came as cards, and the king of clubs and queen of hearts or whatever, but he didn't announce them. He gave the money, the prize and the money to somebody else, and the king of clubs there wanted to beat the shit out of Mikey because he knew he won, and Mikey fucked up on the thing. I'm not sure if Mikey fucked up or the club owner gave him the wrong piece of paper or something, but the guy wanted to beat the shit out of Mikey. Mikey was hiding behind me like Karen as this guy and I said, "Wait a minute, stop. You're dressed in a child's costume and you're going to be a fucking badass? Seriously?"
Well, no, he's dressed in a child's costume, so he's acting like a child. Come on.
Well, listen.
Right. But don't think you're going to be a badass and go, "Oh, I'm going to kick your ass." I'm the only guy not wearing a costume here. Show me some fucking respect. But yeah, so basically, I kind of manhandled the guy. The guy was a fucking pussy anyway. Anybody who's gonna fucking dress up with his girlfriend and go to a fucking Halloween show is a fucking wussy anyway. I don't care.
Yeah, a fucking wussy. I don't care either. So my options are gonna be I'm either gonna be Matt.
Looks
Napo.
like you're going as me.
Yeah.
I'm either gonna be Matt Napo for Halloween, or
Nobody will know.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt. Actually, I already have the shirt, but I wrote depression across the front, and I'm going to be crippling depression. So one of the two. And I think I might do that because I'm every millennial's worst nightmare. So
yeah, also but also nobody knows who the fuck I am. Going as me is like what the fuck?
Yeah,
who are you?
True.
Are you Groucho? Are you Himmler? Who the fuck are you supposed to be? Jesse Ventura before he got, or after he got.
The Halloween after Sammy Davis Jr. died, I went as Sammy Davis Jr. And so I had to explain the costume to some young people, but I had one of those those little eyes, those googly eyes that roll around. I had one of my eyes glued shut, and I had the googly eye replace it. And I was wearing dark glasses, and I was dancing with this really hot girl wearing a toga, wearing a sheet as a toga, cheap white outfit. And the sunlight, the dance light was just hitting it perfectly. You just see right through the sweaty sheets. It was beautiful.
And all you can see was your dick flopping.
And so she says to me, that she was pretty drunk. She says to me, "So who are you?" And I said, "I'm Sammy Davis Jr." Only I did it with the voice. And she goes, "Let me see your eyes." No, she says, "Let me see your eyes." So I took the glasses off and I rolled the googly eye. And she took one look at the googly eye. And she threw up on the block.
You notice that every time GD is asked to do one of the impressions he says he does, he pussies out. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's because he's a fucking phony.
Come on, give us a little Sammy Davis Jr. Come on, it's
no.
Why?
I'm not
Why
your
won't
fucking
you do it?
monkey. I'm not your fucking monkey.
When we're
A
on the
monkey
air, you
couldn't do
are.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Huh?
I've had several monkeys, and I tried to teach them to do Sammy Davis Jr., and they couldn't.
What kind of monkeys were they? Because I'm saying now, not
The
every
good
monkey
kind
is
that
conducive
listen.
to doing it.
You know, Sammy Davis Jr. often went as Sammy Davis Jr. on Halloween. You know why?
Because he could.
I gotta be me.
Oh, that's awful.
I know
that was pretty bad.
That
Was
was
that a
low
bad
hanging
joke?
fruit.
I don't know it.
Now you know how I feel every time you go for the low hanging fruit.
No, I don't. I have no idea what you're talking
You
about.
know, you just experienced it. That genuflect you just had when I did that. That's exactly.
It wasn't. No, I thought the joke was great. I thought your singing was awful.
Oh, no, that's fair. That's a fair comment.
That is fair.
It's morning. I could do a better. I do a really. I think. Well, I'm the only one who's ever covered I Gotta Be Me, to be fair. But people are always like, wow.
Now, which version do you do? Do you do Sammy Davis Jr.? Did Anthony Newley also do right? Was he the one that wrote I Gotta Be Me?
No, I do the version that he did at the Playboy Mansion with Bill Cosby standing behind him molesting women. That's the version. That's the version I do. I can't get Bill, obviously. If I could, I would. I'd bring him along with me to the gig. But that's the version I do. It's outstanding. It's got a big, like, fucking Broadway ending, and people don't expect that from me.
You know, I actually worked on Broadway in 1978 with Burt Reynolds. And yeah, anyway, back to my best friend of 37 and a half years, G.D. Fenderson.
That's the worst fucking impression, first of all.
Well, I can't sound like a New York otter. I don't know how to do that.
No, you can't. You can't. And also, Burt Reynolds was never on fucking Broadway. I don't know even where you got that shit from.
I don't know. You seem to have done everything everywhere with somebody. I don't have a cool story. I'm just trying to pick up.
But you got to get a better. You could have said Robert Klein on Broadway, or you could somebody who actually worked on Broadway.
Me and Jackie the Joke Man Martling were once doing dick dingers in the alley behind Broadway.
So there was a TV show. It was one of those late night talk shows. Sammy Davis Jr. comes out on stage dressed as a cowboy with two guns. You know, wearing a 2-gun rig, and he starts to do the twirling, you know, with the guns and stuff. And he was so fucking phenomenal. And then when he was done, he says, "You didn't think I'd put this on if I couldn't do this, right?" I thought to myself, that is so fucking cool. That's badass. It's like, yeah, I can do this shit.
Yeah,
he was really fucking talented. He was really fucking talented. I really liked him.
He's also a Satanist.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
He went to Anton LaVey's party, admittedly, for the drugs and a young pussy. So,
and I'm not going to fault him for that. He was a talented black man in a world where it was rough.
Drugs and young pussy couldn't be found in the black neighborhood.
That's right. It couldn't. Not like that. Not that kind of pussy. You know, the pussy in the black neighborhoods was,
let's be clear here. I'm talking about Anton LaVey's parties, not Hugh Hefner's. I could understand if you're talking about Hugh Hefner's parties. I agree with you. Anton LaVey, you're getting skanks, street skanks, Satanist whores. They're not the same.
To be honest, I didn't know who Anton LaVey is. So
you don't know who Anton LaVey is?
Anton LaVey, the founder of the Process Church in America, a Satanist, leader of the Satanist movement in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, he started the Church of Satan. The dude was just pure evil.
Yeah.
Every sense of the word.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe Sammy Davis Jr. was like the entertainment that night. Maybe he was hired. It was,
oh no, he would go. He would go every weekend. Yeah,
it was like
he writes about it in his autobiography. How I did more. I snorted drugs off of Satanist quack.
It was a house gig, just like being in Vegas. You know, it's like being the house.
Right. He had a residency.
Vegas.
Right.
He had a residency at Anton LaVey's.
LaVey. Why can't you just say LaVey? It's an easy name. It's
not
like
Kamala. It's not that I can't say LaVey. It's just that by the time after 30 seconds, I can't remember what his name was. So I can say LaVey. See LaVey. Oh, there he is. I said it too many times. It's like Beetlejuice. Fuck. Get out.
Get careful. He'll show up.
Yeah, he just did. Get out.
Oh. Oh. Wait, what am I
Not you.
looking
You can
at?
stay. Sammy Davis Jr. showed up with him. You can stay, Sammy. I love you. As a matter of fact, if you look at my base. I named my base after your wife. Out of respect for you.
Why? Because you keep fingering it? That's disrespectful.
What is Craig Johnson showing me here?
His Johnson.
He's not showing me his Johnson. If he was showing me his Johnson, I'd recognize it because I've seen it before.
Oh, I thought you said Craig's Johnson.
Craig Johnson, the NM Tat man, or as he's now known, the real fake Elton Musk, which is his handle on Twitter.
Yep. Wait, who's that?
The real fake Elton Musk. His
I know,
name is Craig Johnson from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's one of the people who made this show what it is.
Oh,
he's been sharing my stuff on Twitter a bunch.
So we can blame him, right?
Yeah, exactly. He deserves a lot of the blame.
The real fake Elton Musk. Yeah.
Right. Now he's showing me a McDonald's menu, I think, where nothing is available. Like everything is back soon. Like they don't have.
Is that one of the places where they have the E. coli?
Ooh,
I don't know. You guys knew about that. I still have not heard any of that. I know Ron did mention the fecal matter on Trump's hands. Of course, there's always fecal matter. Like who would shake his hand? But I didn't hear anything about that E. coli or Ebola or whatever the fuck they got in Pennsylvania. It wasn't a national news story.
Technically, the E. coli wasn't in Pennsylvania. The E. coli was in 10 states, and they were mostly in the Midwest.
Oh, so
yeah. So technically, it wasn't. Trump didn't cause it, but he probably inspired it. You know, it's like when Trump showed up in the White House and all the Proud Boys and racists felt empowered. You know, Trump shows up at a McDonald's and all the E. coli feels empowered. And they're like, "Yay, one of us." And
yeah, when scum shows up, it gets excited.
Yeah, and they started fucking and reproducing because that's how E. coli does. Yeah, sugar. It's the sugar virus. Sugar, please. Yeah,
sugar, please.
Yeah,
I can say that one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's sugar or shy guy. I know it's SHIGA.
Well, it's not sugar.
No, it's not sugar. No, it's sugar.
Sugar. No.
Yeah, sugar.
Ron, your governor is trending. Do you know why? Your governor.
He was on.
He was just on the Daily Show. I know that.
On the Daily Show. And they're talking about him being on all fours.
I think it seems to be like just running through a few of these that he's criticizing Biden for calling the Trump supporters trash. He would never.
Well, technically, he called them garbage. So
he would never call people trash who were not. Oh yeah, he did call them garbage. Who were just because they don't support him or they support a different candidate. This is what. So he's trending.
You know, they're trying to make a lot out of this, but he's an old man and he said what he said. But on top of that, if it would really matter, I think it would really matter to people if it was so bizarre. But considering what that side has been saying forever, it's like, yeah, garbage is nothing.
I agree.
They're trying to reprise the Hillary Clinton basket of deplorable.
Yeah, and it's not even the same.
Yeah,
and maybe if they didn't make this whole argument for months and months that Biden is incompetent. So if you think he's incompetent, why do you care what he says?
That's right. Good point. Thanks for making that good point. That wonderfully good point. I want to share something from CNN last night. It's probably going to get me in trouble, but what the fuck? I get in trouble. I'm allowed to get in trouble. I'm a troubly guy. I'm a troubled person.
I'm sorry. BBW pussy breeder has issues.
Who?
Somebody just put a text in there. BBW pussy breeder. They have issues.
Oh,
they have serious issues.
You're right.
Yeah.
You don't want to be called Nazis. Stop doing.
You're called an
Stop
anti-Semite more than anyone else at this table.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
By me, I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah, well, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You
should not.
No, I
you just say I should be killed.
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV?
I said I hope.
Is this sped up?
Beeper doesn't go off. Stop that right now.
Of the Palestinians.
Hamas?
Guys, let me stop.
Palestinian. Are you?
No, of course I'm not.
Palestinians
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan? That is completely.
No, I apologize. Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up.
I apologize
on TV.
Don't say then. I apologize. You literally.
I thought you said Hamas.
You didn't think I said Hamas. I said I supported Palestinians.
Wow. Now, what did he say there? He said he should be assassinated or something.
No, he says, "I hope your pager doesn't blow up."
Right. All right.
So technically, what he's saying is, I wish you no harm. But he's also insinuating that he's a terrorist because he has one of the pagers, you know.
But it wasn't just terrorist pagers who blew up, though. It was like a bunch of pagers that blew up.
Yeah, but they were all pagers that were given to terrorists. I mean,
so that host came on,
got hurt,
and basically the host came on later on. There was a clip of her saying that guy will never be allowed on the network again. It was totally inappropriate. I think.
My God.
Whatever. I thought because I was waiting for it because the things that were going around last night were that he said that he should be assassinated. Mahdi Hassan should be assassinated. I didn't hear that, and I was like waiting for it, and I was like, wait, how did I miss it? But now they're all outraged about it, and I still didn't hear it.
Who is this?
What is this? Are they Taking Back Day?
No, he said the token black, not Taking Back. The token black
is the token black. They them upset. He called GD a they them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm sorry. Here's the deal. Mr. Pussy. Here's the deal, Mr. Pussy. My face and my name are right here. Put your face and name up here also, and we can have a chat. Otherwise, kiss my big black dick.
Yeah.
You're gonna come in here and talk shit and hide behind a
Don't look. I don't look. I can take the shit. The names don't bother me. I've been called worse by better people than you. But
I wouldn't assume he's people.
Okay. So here's the deal. Like I said, I'm out there. I'm right here. Don't hide. Bring your shit. Bring what you got. Otherwise, take it up the ass like your mama. Or your dad.
Right.
Oh!
Did he? Where is he now? I don't even see him in the YouTube chat. Although over there,
it's right there still.
My name is Hilarious. Is this the same person just changing their fucking?
Maybe they changed the name, but they're saying the name
weird.
Mr. Pussy is hilarious.
It's
really
not.
Told.
Yeah, it's
not really
even
coming through on the YouTube stuff. Like,
it's not. Actually, I don't see anybody but Ian.
Really?
That's
Ron, is this you doing this?
Now I'm proud of my work.
I don't see anybody but Ian either. It's like YouTube.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's fucking up because I don't see this BBW person. I don't see any of. I see one of GD's posts, but that's it.
Yeah.
And go to live chat instead of top chat.
And when GD was saying that, that he's heard worse from better, I thank you for that compliment, GD.
You're my nigga, okay?
Whoa, we're on with. Hey, we gotta play the news real quick, and we gotta apologize to Gubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, BBW pussy breeder. It says BBW.
This
so
person just keeps making up profiles that have absolutely no history on here.
It's because they're a pussy.
Basically, what you have in this person is a fucking keyboard hiding behind in mama's basement troll. Just a fucking weak example of a human being who doesn't have the balls to put his own name on his own fucking
like
profile.
If you're gonna talk shit, come talk shit like a man or
put your own fucking name on your profile, you little cunt.
Sit down and fight like a man,
you little cunt.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here's the
so
news con.
we've
Get yourself educated.
we've given enough attention to the little yeast infection over there. Let's talk real stuff now.
Global oil prices are seeing a steep decline after an Israeli retaliatory strike over the weekend targeted Iranian military installations instead of energy infrastructure, as had been feared.
Crude oil prices spiked globally on October 2nd after Iran launched nearly 200 missiles at Israel, marking an escalation of hostilities involving Israel, Iran, and its Arab allies that could threaten to destabilize the region further. While Iran is the world's 7th largest oil producer, a broader Middle Eastern conflict could have a wider impact. Liam White reporting.
Israel carried out strikes on the southern Lebanese city of Tyre as the Israel Defense Forces reported targeting Hezbollah fighters elsewhere in the region.
Lebanon's health ministry announced on social media that 7 people were killed and 17 others injured as Israeli forces attacked a building in Tyre's Corniche and Ramel area around dawn. The IDF noted its Northern Command fighter jets were deployed over Tyre to impede Hezbollah's efforts to restore its military capabilities. Joseph Eckerson reporting.
NATO has confirmed that North Korean troops have been deployed to assist Russian forces in the Kursk region, a part of Russia currently under assault from Ukraine.
The deployment of North Korean troops signifies first a serious escalation in the DPRK's ongoing involvement in Russia's illegal conflict, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte stated, using the acronym for North Korea's official name, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. He urged both Russia and North Korea to halt these actions immediately. Benjamin Wright reporting.
This is the latest news headlines.
Minneapolis police arrested a man on second-degree attempted murder charges for allegedly shooting his neighbor following a protracted year-long dispute.
The arrest followed a tense standoff involving a SWAT team and the suspect, 54-year-old John Herbert Sawchak, who peacefully surrendered on Monday, according to authorities. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty, whose office is prosecuting, confirmed that Sawchak is in custody on suspicion of second-degree attempted murder for allegedly shooting his neighbor. Jim Kender reported.
A Louisiana state trooper entered a no-contest plea to reduce charges that will allow him to avoid jail time in the 2019 arrest and death of black motorist Ronald Green.
This marks the first conviction in a prolonged police brutality case that once sparked nationwide outrage. Corey York had been the most seriously charged of 5 officers indicted 2 years ago, after body camera footage showed him dragging Green by ankle shackles and leaving him cuffed and face down before he stopped breathing. Lawrence Keller reporting.
A 37-year-old Kansas woman died after she accidentally backed into a plane's spinning propeller while attempting to take photos, authorities reported.
Amanda Gallagher, a photographer, had been on the plane to capture images of skydivers Saturday afternoon, and she returned with the plane after the skydivers jumped, according to Air Capital Drop Zone, where the incident happened. The plane landed in Derby, near Wichita, and the next set of jumpers were preparing to board, Air Capital Drop Zone reported.
Don't lose
Jessica
your head
Oakley
over
reporting.
And that's the latest news headlines with Alan Edwards.
First of all, didn't that woman see Indiana Jones? Doesn't she know what happens when your head comes in contact with the propeller? Or did she not see? Did she not see the Twilight Zone movie outtake? What happens when your head comes in contact with the propeller, even though that was a helicopter?
Right, your mother named you BBW Pussy Breaker or something. That's what happened.
I almost wonder if that was Willie and his posse coming to mess with us since we talked about him yesterday.
Did we talk about him?
Because I think Will would actually use his real name because he'd want it out there.
That's true. Yeah,
because he wants people to say it. He wants people to say his name.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. That person is blocked from commenting, but you could still watch, so you could still hear us say shit about you. You just can't say shit about us now.
Yeah, your mother's skank.
If you want to, you can write to me and ask for it to come on the program and do it face-to-face using your real name, using your real email. You can write to me. Best way, I guess, is media1@optonline.net instead of info@mindoftv, which would take longer. But you'd have to use your real name and come on with your real face and your real name and like a fucking man face-to-face. Otherwise, you're just a fucking weakling hanging out in your mama's basement, hiding behind a keyboard like a coward that you and the cowardly cult you belong to. Okay?
It looks like Matt's going to have to take the other eye from somebody.
I look forward to it. These fucking trolls who just hide in anonymity. Just fucking ridiculous, man. I want to be a tough guy, except I don't want to be. I don't want to be a tough guy. I just want to act like a tough guy.
Well, Ian, we invite the trolls on the show. I love a good debate, but I don't like cowards. I have no respect for cowards.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people are going to hide behind the thing. Like I said, I'm out there. You know,
Yeah.
you can think I'm funny, fine. You can think whatever you want to think about me, but I'm real. I'm here. You know, bring it.
William Douglas thinks he's hiding in, hanging in the studio now. When did he send this? 9:32. He, I didn't see him in this studio. He must be
He
in the
never
wrong
popped
show.
up. He may punched it, logged into.
Did
the
I
wrong
send
show.
him the wrong link? That could be the question, or is the question.
That could be the problem.
That could be the problem. I'm not going to go looking through all the other shows to see what I might have sent them. I'm just going to see if we can send them the right link right now, and maybe at least have them come on so I could just question them about this 2061 spiel. That's just I just killed Instagram too. In the meantime.
Damn, Matt. Okay, Matt, you have got to start getting high before the show again, because this sober shit is making things really bad.
No, I didn't kill Instagram. They're still there. There they
Bro,
are.
I feel you, man.
Yeah, Matt, you've got to stop showing up to work sober. You've got to stop it. It's affecting your performance. You've got to.
Dude, they gave me some crazy meds, dude. It's been a weird morning, man. I'm like floating here.
No, when you say crazy meds, are these meds you've never had before, or just this dosage is crazy?
It's a higher dosage than I'm used to. Yeah.
So it's the same meds. It's like this. It's like the same pot.
Well,
just
I don't
THC.
get painkillers often, so it's rare. Yeah.
You should get in touch with Jamie Dykes because I think he's sitting on a mountain of painkillers.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm not.
This is Jamie's thing: painkillers and bourbon. This is what he's addicted to.
Oh no, see, I'm not that kind of druggie. I just prefer weed. The extra stuff's just for extenuating circumstances. Like
now, on that note, I've been getting advertisements, and I'm not sure this is legit. It's for gummies that are. They say real THC, not like THCA or the real deal. But they're selling online in any state. Like that, I don't know. That's illegal, I think. What?
Yeah, it can't be real THC then, because Indiana it's illegal. The only thing they can sell here is THC, like A, and like the other strains. They can't use traditional like.
Does the A stand for almost?
No, there's
THC
different.
almost.
There's different types of THC that can be taken from the plant. So yeah, it's like a milder version of it. Why it's legal versus the regular stuff, I don't know, but it's stupid. That shit gives me a headache like there's no tomorrow. It's horrible.
So Matt, and I've been given the clear by my spouse to come up there like November 16th.
Wait, you had to ask permission.
No, I wanted to make sure there was a conflicting.
Come on.
Come on. That's my birthday weekend, so I wanted to make sure she didn't have something planned. Although my gift is actually going to.
And it turns out, no, I didn't. I have nothing planned for your birthday. I don't give a fuck about you.
Well, actually, see, she bought me tickets to a comedy show, which is November 2nd, and so that was my birthday.
Did you say a communist show?
Yeah, communist show. Yeah, with Christopher Titus.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing a show on your birthday. Was that in your area? Is that like planned by him? Like I got to do a show for my good friend, my best friend of 37 years.
He's like, I promised him a show 20 years ago. It's time to pay up.
It's kind of funny. 11 years ago, the first time I saw him was like 11 years ago, and it was a birthday gift from my wife. And VIP tickets, and that's the first time I met him.
See this receipt? You can't see what it says on the receipt, but you see how long it is. And this is short for a CVS receipt.
No, that's average length.
Is it?
I don't know.
I've got.
I thought they were much longer. Usually, yeah.
Yeah, because there's like 9 coupons at the end of it.
What do you think this is for? Just take today's my wife's birthday.
Up one prescription.
It's okay. A card, one card.
Exactly, one card.
This
Now,
is the
did they spell the card out on the receipt so you know what it says? Is that why it's so fucking long? The whole poem is on the card.
No, it doesn't even tell you what you bought. It just says, yeah, this is the other thing. $12 for a fucking birthday card. I
Does it
remember.
play music?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you paid. That's the
you bought electronics.
Because my cards are free. I print my own. I have card stock in my drawer.
You cheap motherfucker.
No, because I find a picture of us.
This is why he play. This is why he plays Sammy Davis Jr. so well. He's a black man and a Jew.
So, and my wife likes those cards because they're personalized.
Just call me trash. Call me trash.
She knows no one else is going to get that card, with a picture and a poem that I wrote just for her. I step up when it comes.
Did you not? Wait a minute. I just want to be clear here. Did you not have my? Because my birthday passed a month ago or so.
Right.
Did you not have the correct address? Because now that I know they're free. And you didn't even bother to print out your free little fucking card.
Wow, what a
I feel a little hurt.
First of all, I don't have your address. Second of all, I wish you a happy birthday in person, live, right here. And I sang to you.
You did do that. I was there.
So yeah. And not many people get songs from. I don't sing for many people because I respect them too much.
Even talk now. I can't even get the words out.
Yeah. I don't even sing to that many people because I respect too many people to let them hear me sing. So.
All right. So we'll see if he shows up. He's got the right link now. I don't think he's probably even he's probably saying fuck those guys. It's all on me. I sent them the wrong fucking link. That's the problem. You know what? You guys ought to just take over. Just put me in a nursing home and take over. If I were you,
want to do? I have some showbiz stories.
Yeah, let's do it.
Should we give him a couple minutes because if he show up and during the middle of showbiz, he's gonna be waiting like another 20 minutes.
No, not 20 minutes. We don't. It's not that long. And also,
no, it's not. The showbiz isn't that long. It's us. We don't know when to shut the fuck up.
I know when to shut the fuck up, which is right now.
And now, bringing you the latest in entertainment news from Hollywood, New York, and East Bumfuck, Montana. Here's our chief entertainment correspondent, Ron Kane. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showbiz.
Showbiz. And we're looking at trash, which could be Magarelli.
Yeah, it could be anything. It's just I figured garbage is on everyone's mind, or at least the fake outrage. So why not? A nice view of a trash can. So the first thing here is Terry Garr passed away at the age of 79. She was living with MS for the past 20 years.
Wow.
And yeah, it finally caught up with her, and that's what her cause of death is.
You know what? 79. God. I feel
so
old.
79. Yeah, she looks good for 79. Look at that. That's a hot 79.
79 comes around awfully quick. And now it makes me feel just old. Just thinking of her as 79 years old. She was a doll. Great comedic actress. Set the standard for comedic actresses in film. Terry Garr. I take my pants off to you. I mean my hat off to you.
A lot of people remember her from Young Frankenstein.
Ooh,
so she will be missed.
Nice knockers. Thank you, doctor.
So this is Shawn Menendez, and he's still figuring out his sexuality. If you don't know who
Did you
Shawn
say figuring out or fingering out? Because it sounded like you said fingering out his sexuality.
Yeah, he's figuring it out.
Okay.
So I know Steven was probably excited to see the story because there's still a chance for him. So Shawn might swing that way, Steven, for you.
Well, as a Matt Nappo cult member, As long as he'll meet me in a parking lot, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, he is a
don't
good-looking
understand.
man.
I don't understand why should people care that he doesn't know what his sexuality is? I don't understand.
I don't know why anybody cares about that bullshit. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
that's
It's
not
his
news.
business. Who cares?
Yeah, it's
Is he
fucking business. Yeah.
is he any relation to Sergio Mendes? Or do you
Who is
even know
that?
who that is?
No,
Exactly.
I don't know. And
1966,
because he's a
Sergio
drunk.
Mendes in Brazil 66. Wouldn't you like to fly in my beautiful balloon? All right, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, even bringing up that song.
I know.
I like the fifth dimension version better.
All right.
All right, so this Amazon apparently is making I don't know, a fucking Tomb Raider movie or show that's going to be done by Phoebe Waller-Cates, and they're getting closer to finding their Lara Croft for this show.
What are the additions? Because I want to audition for that. I think that'd be a great Lara Croft.
I just hope they find somebody with the right build who could actually act a little bit.
You know that build is like imaginary. You don't find women actually built like the animated version of Lara Croft. You have to build them.
If they find someone like that, she'll have to have triangle tits. We don't want that. I'm just saying,
Well, you can reshape the tits. They're malleable. You can put one of those cone bras on it. Yeah, you can make the tit shape any way you want.
You're right.
I'm just saying the actual Barbie shape. That's manufactured. You have to build. You're not going to find an actress like that. You have to build her, from scratch, like Weird Science.
Yep, makes sense.
I don't know about that. So, yeah. Does anyone pull out anymore? Because apparently Tom Brady's ex, Gisele Bundchen, she is pregnant with some guy's baby.
Okay.
Matt GD called it. We started showbiz and the guest showed up.
Yeah, but no, keep going.
This is Mark Maron. Mark, he went on record about saying some of this, talking about this shit with Tony Hinchcliffe, and he put out on his Twitter. He makes some very great points. It's like the anti-woke flank of the new fascism is being driven almost exclusively by comics, my peers. Whether or not they are self-serving or true believers in the new fascism is unimportant. They are of the movement, whether they see themselves as acolytes or just comics, it doesn't matter. Whether they are driven by the idea that what they are fighting for is I can't even talk, free speech issue, or whether they are truly morally bankrupt racists, doesn't matter. They are part of the public face of a fascist political movement that seeks to destroy the democratic idea. When comedians with podcasts have shameless, self-proclaimed white supremacists and fascists on their show to joke around like they are just entertainers or even just politicians, all it does is normalize and humanize fascism. When someone uses their platform for that reason, they are facilitating anti-American sentiment and promoting violent autocracy.
Wow. I don't know. I like Mark, and I appreciate that that thoughtful insight into the phenomena. I don't know if anybody really pays attention to that. He's one of the first guys to really take advantage of digital broadcasting, podcasting, whatever you want to call it. But I don't think he has enough of a platform that is going to get out to enough people. And I follow him, and I didn't see that.
I honestly, I don't even. That's just mainly for comedians. That's for him calling out his fucking peers, which he should do because he makes great points. It's like, yeah, you're a comedian. You're supposed to challenge the politician, not line up with them.
Right.
And so,
exactly. I've been trying to make that point myself. Like, there was a time when the comedian's job was to point out the irony and to not take a side, and instead we're fucking It's backwards. It's painful.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. Whether this is another. Go ahead. We'll continue with. Oh, we are. That was a quick little showbiz there.
Yeah, there's not too much going on. So enjoy the suffering, everybody. Make sure you're swimming in a dumpster today. The weather is going to be beautiful because that's where everyone should swim in dumpster.
Moreau,
remember,
I'm sorry.
What doesn't kill you makes your shit runny.
Right.
At least you didn't put Puerto Ricans in the picture.
Well, I apologize. Please read the private chat. We're not prepared for you today. Actually, we were prepared for a. Lindsay was supposed to contact you on this. Please read the comments, and I sincerely apologize. I don't think this is what you wanted to get yourself into here today, anyway. I totally
Who the
screwed.
fuck is Isaac?
Isaac. It could be a whole other. See, I don't know. I don't know what to make of these people. The people who leave these comments, and it seems like if you go to their profile, they don't really have much going on in here. Open a new tab. Let me see who Isaac is. According to Isaac, is nothing. Right? Isaac doesn't exist. He has no real profile. Or his profile has nothing on his channel. Is that? I don't know. Anyway, the one thing I wanted to add to that with the Terry Garr situation, William Shatner said he said something nice about Terry Garr, and somebody commented on his post. You're next to my death pool. I have you next to my pool of celebrity death.
Oh man, no, that's terrible.
Is it terrible?
I mean, it's funny, but that's horrible to say to someone.
It is horrible because he's not next on mine. I don't get paid unless it's Morgan Freeman.
Well,
here's
the thing.
Morgan Freeman?
I love Morgan Freeman, but it's a long shot. I'm going for the odds. I'm going for the money, man.
I mean, I guess, but
if you're gambling to get rich. You're not going to get rich betting on William Shatner to pass off next, or the guy from the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards. That's not going to get you rich.
My money is on Diddy.
I mean, I made my first million betting on Kobe Bryant. Okay, because that was like out of nowhere, and I got hit big. Yeah, I got $1 million on that one. So that's how I made my first million.
Well, if I'm going to go for the long shot, then I'm going Bronny James.
Ooh, that's See, that's a ballsy move.
Because he's big enough to where, like, if he dies, that'll be worldwide news. But it'll also be super unexpected because he's young.
I'm going to say one more time, Moreau, please, I'll read the private chat. Read what's up above what you just said in the private chat. We don't. I screwed up. But we're not going to be. Yeah,
she's gone.
Good. She read what.
She's gone. Oh.
Captain Kirk is a legend, Isaac, but I will say he has nothing compared to Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Okay.
What?
Let me just say that it's because he said, "What the fuck is wrong with people?" And I get where he might feel hurt by that comment. But there have been for a long time on the internet celebrity death pools where people just bet on the next celebrity who's going to die.
Right.
This could be somebody just saying that. But there's also, I think, it's easy to get hurt by trolls and people who, now that person seemed to have their real name on it. But you do reap what you sow. Listen, I get a lot of fucking negative comments. I never say, well, it's the world's fault or it's somebody else's fault. I know that all the hate that comes at me, it's because of actions that I've taken, words that I've said that trigger people into doing that. You have to take some responsibility for what you reap what you sow. And William Shatner has been a contentious fuck, like a really outspoken asshole to people, and he can't be surprised that some people hate his fucking guts now. He can't be. I mean, you're not allowed to be surprised. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to come back, but you can't be surprised by it. To be shocked that people hate you
when you're just being a dick all day. It's like if I was shocked that people hate me, how the fuck can you be shocked?
Yeah.
How can you even be the least bit surprised?
No, it's. I mean, yeah, you have to. I mean, just understanding that there's consequences to what you say doesn't lessen the hurt that comes from it sometimes. As an example, I can no longer teach at the school I was teaching at. Okay, but
is that the pedophile thing?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't those.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't those
I
comments.
answered correctly for you. Yeah.
There wasn't. No, it's because so
Improper
I
test.
was asked to substitute teach. Okay. And what I posted on Facebook, because I was like, "Hey, I'm excited! I get to teach tomorrow. I get to teach during the day."
Yeah,
do
wait
comedy
a
at
second. The
night."
confusion came in. You were hired to substitute teach. You thought they said substitute touch.
No, no. And so I posted on Facebook. I put tomorrow's gonna be great. I get to teach during the day and do comedy at night. I'm like Batman with dick jokes, right? Well, instead of the principal having, the nerve to come to me and talk to me about it, he goes to my wife and says, "Can you ask him to delete that post? Somebody from the school found it and found it inappropriate." I delete the post, right? I go to the next day, I teach. Nobody says a word to me about it, says anything, right? At all.
When you taught while you were teaching, did you tell any dick jokes?
No. Because
Okay,
because you don't do those. Those are for the comedy at night, not during the day. I'm like Batman. During the day, mild-mannered teacher. At night, Batman jokester. So I get to school, no one talks to me about it, right? But then over the last 2 weeks, I've been called 3 times to teach, and they text me and say, "Hey, can you teach?" I say yes, and then I get a call 10 minutes later. "Oh, never mind, we found somebody already." And it's like they won't have the nerve to tell me I can't teach.
No.
Am I upset about the repercussions? No. I'm a comedian. There's going to be places and people that don't like what I do. That's fine. But what annoys me is not having the nerve to talk to me about it.
Yeah, no, or be
I can see the added stress on you because now you have to go meet those kids other places like the Chuck E. Cheese or Toys R Us.
Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware.
Yeah, Ace is a place to meet your neighbors, kids. Yeah, so it's one of those things.
You know what? This is a lot of talk.
Wait a minute. Just let me, before we get too far from that comment, I just want to say, Ace, I did not approve of that. If you're going to sue somebody for your trademark, whatever, T.D. Fenderson.
You guys are musicians and play guitars, right?
And Ron Kane. I just want to say T.D. Fenderson and Ron Kane.
You guys play guitar. You guys finger A minor. Okay, I don't. So I don't know.
That is the oldest fucking joke that was never funny.
Yeah, well, you called me a pedophile. That's all I had in the chamber. Okay.
You know what? We got it. Let's. I got some breaking news, gentlemen.
I got some breaking wind.
Oh, do you? I found the replacement for. I found the next Lara Croft. This is my suggestion. Miss Tatia Evans.
She doesn't look athletic enough.
Oh, she's athletic.
I bet
I didn't say limber. I don't have no doubt that she's limber. I'm saying athletic.
Oh man. You know what? Actually, you know what? I need to call SAG and have them recast.
She's never gonna SAG.
Well, no, she will, but I need her to be cast as Velma instead. Please.
Velma.
Please?
The thing is, she can't do Lara Croft because after every stunt, she's gonna have 2 black eyes. She'll jump and bam, and takes it, bam. But
I just want to say,
she'll have concussions. She'll have concussions.
If you're for people who are looking, young people who are looking at possible vocational opportunities, back doctor. Or whatever seems to be a good. That's something that's not going to go away. People are always going to need a doctor to help them.
It's true. Look at me. A friend of mine had this gig. He worked on an MTV music video. I remember Wilson. Was it Wilson Phillips? And I think China Phillips was the blonde.
Yeah.
Okay. She had a shot where she was supposed to look like she was nude. So they shot her from like the top up, from like right above the areola up, and his job was to cover her breasts with wet gauze so that it wouldn't show, so that people wouldn't see it. That was his job.
With what? Cover it with what?
Wet gauze, like so it would stick to her breast, but so that I don't know why, but just in case the camera slipped, I guess, or that was his job, to put wet gauze on her breast. And so for months, everybody kept asking him to tell. Every time we all went out for drinks, they'd say like, tell everybody the story about how you put wet gauze on China Phillips' tits. And it's like, the story itself is like this. I mean, in reality, it's like this. I wet the gauze, I put it on her tits. But somehow he drags it out for like an hour every time. The story just getting longer and longer and longer. No.
How I pulled the gauze from its packaging. I applied. Wow, I don't know how you could extend that story.
I had to test the water, because if it's too cold, the nipples are going to harden and the gauze will do no good anyway. And if it's too warm, then you could scald her tits. So you want the right
I'm just
temperature.
trying to picture her in my mind. I think my tits are bigger than hers, right?
I don't know. The blonde one with the short hair.
You don't see these fucking huge melons that I have.
Well, you're wearing like before you're dressed like Steve Bannon, wearing 4 layers of shirts on.
Popping through like that's me.
No,
right
that's
there.
not China.
That's
not
me.
China.
That's me. I'm
She's
surprised
doing the Lord's work.
How
is that you? That's Matt without the mustache. Steven sent me a picture he found of you without your mustache. No,
I was so disappointed.
You sent that to me.
I tried to go to ExoticCon last year or something because I wanted to go. I wanted to meet her and get my picture with her and everything, but I didn't get a chance to go.
I used to work for a company that had a exhibit at one of the cable, like a cable exhibit. All the cable channels had their little booths and stuff, and our booth was near the Playboy booth, where all the bunnies were, and Hustler's booth. That was like, and nobody was paying attention to our booth. We had all these people around our booth, but they weren't standing in line to talk to us. They were like, wanted to see the Playboy girls and bunnies and Hustler chicks. I can't remember. Penthouse, maybe. I'm not sure which one else had a channel, but the Hustler Penthouse had a channel.
I'm so confused.
What?
By the way, this show is for sale. I'm selling the show. If anybody's got like $4, you can have this show. That's basically it.
I mean the rights to the show, or like
everything, everything.
No.
All the technology behind it.
Yeah. Matt, that's fine, but I'm going to still need you to stay on.
That includes your contract, yes.
I'll buy it, but I need you to stay on as host.
No.
Then I'm out.
No.
I think I'm done. I really feel like I'm done.
He's running hills.
This is a good question. Is Playboy even a thing now? Do they still publish?
I don't know.
Yes,
they still have a website still. Yeah,
they are still around, but they're more like a lifestyle company.
Like a lifestyle, yeah. Like, because what market would there even be for naked still photos in a magazine when you could download fucking gigabytes and gigabytes of the same stuff online?
The only difference is if you buy a Playboy magazine, everybody doesn't know, they can't sell that data. It's a magazine. Nobody knows what you're looking at. You could actually buy it.
The big thing was I buy it for the articles.
Right, you can actually buy it for the articles. Nobody happens to know. But when you do stuff on your phone, as soon as you download one picture, you're going to be inundated with 14,000 other pictures. And sometimes they misinterpret your kink. If you hover on an image too long and it's not your kink, you're still going to get more of that. So I can see why people would go old school with the paper. It's better to have a paper trail than a digital trail.
True.
It's a waste of trees. That's what.
Yeah, it's a waste of trees, especially when you got.
You're using recycled paper. Paper, just like
you have a jerk machine in your pocket every day. That's what you use it for. This thing is for making calls and jerking off with your grandma. That's what.
A jerk machine.
Making calls, jerking off with grandma. AT&T Christmas sale.
See, I take stills of the show and zoom in on myself and then masturbate. So,
would you gentlemen like to see something that is?
Oh, Ron, no. Oh, is this
we
AI
like
or
to
is this
see
really your dick this time?
When Ron says, "Would we like to see something?" you hit the
Yes,
B.
I know. As soon as Ron said you want to see something, I got like.
And then you hit the B.
The
That's
B.
what you do. Yes, I stole my
This
dad's
fucking thing
Playboy
is still
magazine.
processing.
Wait, let me just read this. I stole my dad's Playboy magazines. Now you can use your phone for porn. That's what Ron calls a jerk machine. See, when he says jerk machine, I don't think of something that's showing you pictures. I think of like one of those things that
Like the thing from
what do they
Tracy's
call
dog.
it?
The
Like
depenicizer.
fleshlight is what they call it, right? That's
the Turbo 900 from
right.
Exactly.
Whatever happened with them? Do we still Tracy's dog? Did we get rid of them? I think I got rid of them.
I was trying to get them to be. I wanted them to be a sponsor for the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, but apparently he is too dirty for him.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Too vulgar.
Did I trash that commercial? I just got sick of it because nobody was buying anything from. With all the perverts we have in the fucking audience, you would think one person would have bought from Tracy's dog at some point, but no.
Yeah, that is a little shocking, honestly.
No,
I'm gonna play.
Oh, go ahead, Ron.
I just want to let you know this video that I'm gonna play. It's silent because I had to take the music off of it because they had like fucking Elvis music on it, so it's silent. But I figure it would be good, especially with the holidays around the corner and Thanksgiving. It'll be here before you know it. Here we go. Some deodorant. Some suave deodorant. I hope you guys do.
I've seen this. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what. Can we have a play-by-play for the people on the radio?
Better.
It is it's a deodorant dispenser that they took the deodorant out and they're putting butter in, right? And
they're gonna melt the butter. They're gonna have to melt the butter and pour it into the thing.
Ooh.
And pour it in, and then pour it into the.
You're listening to the play-by-play voice of GD Fenderson.
The question is, this is yellow though, but they should use white butter.
There you go. It's in the fridge.
Well, you want it salted, don't you? I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with this? Dude, that's fucking
So
genius.
it wasn't used for anything sexual at all. It was used for toasting, for buttering toasted bread or something.
Yeah, that looked dope. I mean, that was a good idea.
You imagine being over someone's house and they're like, here, it's breakfast. You're like, let's have some toast. And they pull out some suave deodorant.
Yeah, dude, as long as it's clean and it doesn't taste like it, I'm cool.
You don't know, though.
That's true, I guess. You're not wrong, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's a good idea to do for yourself, I guess, maybe, like for your own home, like if you know you've cleaned it. Because like I said, for toast, my kids, that'd be great for my kids. Honestly. Just saying. I'm a dad. Leave me alone. Fuck you guys.
a few years ago, there was a late night show.
I would have thought you were a mom, to be honest with you, but okay.
Okay.
Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin has, it seems to be endorsing Trump and Elon Musk. It's 100% in the Trump, the Make America Great Again. It's a shame to see Buzz Aldrin joining the conspiracy theorists because he spent the last about 40 years or so battling conspiracy theories. And keep in mind that he is lining up with the same people that called him a liar, that he's never been to the moon, but completely joining that team now. Very strange.
Of course.
Last week I did a stress a thing on how the Reverend did a thing on how to deal with stress, and he took a dildo and he slapped Donald Trump's face, with it, and so I said to my wife, there's someone, I'm surprised that there's not more response to that. And we saw that, so, and I told my wife, and I'm surprised that somebody hasn't done it. Somebody else hasn't done it. We were watching television and somebody took a floppy fish, and they slapped Donald Trump's face with the floppy fish. And before they did it, I said to my wife, "They're going to do that." I said they saw me hit Trump in the face with a dildo, and they're going to do it on their show. And they did it. They fucking did it. Now my wife thinks they're stealing my material again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. That was our final.
Hey, let's get ready to say goodbye to Govs. Matt, what's going on over at Govs? Anything going on today?
Going on at Govs?
I know what's going on. Swallowing and following. That's
Jesus Christ! We ain't talking about putting 2 in the stink, 4 in the tank.
Let me tell you, tonight at Governor's in Levittown in the Giggle Snatch Room, Buzz Aldrin will be sucking off Donald Trump.
Gross. Fucking gross.
I don't know what's going on at Govs.
You're gonna make me blow my rocket.
He wholeheartedly endorses Donald Trump for president because of the Space Force. You know anybody who in Space Force? I mean, remember.
I do not.
Stupid.
I would love to join.
Air Force, the very thing that he said the Space Force is supposed to do was under the jurisdiction of the Air Force. The Air Force already did all that stuff. He just liked the idea of a word Space Force, and talk about somebody who wants less. That's more bureaucracy, not less. Okay, the Air Force was already doing that work. You didn't need to create a new agency for that.
Wow,
the man's a fucking idiot.
On Friday night, Zach Nichols' podcast live in the Giggle Room. Well, now why don't we have the Mind Dog TV podcast live in the Giggle Room? Why? Do you know?
I'm totally down for this. I would be down for that at any point.
Now, who is Zach Nichols? Do you know who Zach Nichols is? No, we don't.
Jack Nicholson?
Last night at 8:09, I got an invitation to attend a podcast in DC that started at 8 o'clock. So I that's a 2-hour drive. So I texted them back and said, dude,
2-hour drive.
Yeah, I texted back and said, dude, I love you, but if I leave right now, I'm going to miss the whole thing, and I'm going to be in my underwear. Because that's how.
Well, that would be a upgrade, actually. You in your underwear. I mean, because traditionally you're nude, so the underwear.
Well, not for podcasts. For podcasts, I usually have no pants.
You're wearing pants now?
Shirt. Well, I'm wearing a shirt.
All right. There you go. That's CD on the podcast.
Knock it on the belt. Yeah, just put it take your thigh and knock it onto the ground. I'm sorry. Doug Henning they have nothing on Doug Henning.
Listen, I've had some bad shows in the history of this program, but I think today marks a whole new low. And most of it's on me. I mean, the scheduling mix-ups, all this stuff is definitely on me. But I think it's gone really nowhere today with the trolls in the audience, having to block people. It's just like I'm ashamed of this effort I put out there, and I apologize. I'm going to send everybody their money back. Everybody who tuned in today, I will send you your money back.
It's Tuesday. There was a mix-up. It happens.
It's
You've owned up to it.
It's
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. You fucked up. You've owned up to it.
Nothing like fucking up, blaming it on the day, and having the day wrong.
But listen. You know what? Yeah, today didn't go as planned. But you know what? We still got it's four buddies got to hang out. We got to digitally broadcast it. We got to have some good conversations, right? We had to deal with some fucking assholes in the chat. Who fucking cares? Fuck those people.
Some good
we have Ian here.
I missed that part. When was that?
We have Ian.
Steven.
We have our new friend Isaac. You know what? Things could be so much worse, man. We're alive, right? We're still
that.
here.
No, that's not a good thing. Maybe for you it's a good thing, but Mike, I seriously want. And again, I know I've said this so many fucking times. They've been pushing me to blibbit. I would like to not be alive anymore. I don't want to. actually experience dying. I don't want to.
that moment of dying. I don't want to, but to not be alive anymore is bliss. I just
Matt,
want to. I
more
don't want to
people
feel the
want you
ass
here.
cancer creeping in. I
More-
don't want to have to listen to
With
your
this-
voice tell
hey,
me it's
Matt.
Tuesday when it's Wednesday. I don't want to have to fucking deal with trolls. I don't want to have.
Just remember, the trolls that are out there are doing things like that.
Vad ska man äta då? Potatis?
Why did that?
Oh, what the fuck?
What? Yeah, it wasn't real garbage, right?
Yeah.
That was real garbage.
Vad ska man äta då? Potatis?
Bag.
When I was in DC with my niece, no, my stepdaughter, and this was I was chaperoning a field trip for her school, and we were in DC, and there were beggars outside the museum. There were people begging, with homeless people, and so my stepdaughter says, "Dad, I feel bad that they don't have anything to eat." No, I said, well, okay, what do you want to do about it? She said, I'm going to give him my sandwich. I said, well, he's not going to take your sandwich. I said, if you want him to take your sandwich, you have to set it on top of the trash can and he'll get it from there, but he's not going to take a handout. Right. And she looked at me, she goes, what? That doesn't make sense. I said, okay. And so she got off the bus and she said to him, here, you can have my sandwich. And he wouldn't take it. And then she looked at me and she set it on top of the trash can on top, and then he took it off of the trash and ate the sandwich.
See, I had a similar situation, but luckily I was able to talk him into taking it. But I took my daughter to a WWE SmackDown event like 5-6 years ago, and we had to pass this long line of homeless people, right? And my daughter was like, Dad, can we go buy everybody food? And I was like, honey, yes, but no. And she goes, why? And I was like, because you can tell who's out here because they chose to be and who's out here because they don't want to be. And, because there's people asking for money, jumping in front of people asking for money, being assholes, And then there was just one guy sitting quietly. He had dog tags on, keep him to himself. So we went and bought him coffee and donuts and took my daughter over and introduced ourselves to him. And we sat with him for about 15 minutes and, learned about his story. He was in war, came home. His wife was cheating on him, kicked him out. He had some severe PTSD, blah, 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 blah. But,
Thank you for the blah, blah, blah. We could have done the whole thing, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I was just saying, it's, you can.
Did you notice that his dog tags had the year on a war that he was too young to have fought in? It's like his dog tags are from 1919, and he was only 30 years old.
No, he was in his like late 40s, early 50s, I think. So
well, even in his late 40s, the dog tag that says 1919 is still you were had, okay. You have a
Either
big
way,
heart. You have a big heart and a big wallet.
Well, I just wanted to teach my daughter there's no problem with helping, but you have to, as being a good person, you get walked on a lot. So you have to be careful who you help and who you give a helping hand to, because there's times where.
I think that quote from Jesus, right?
No.
Jesus quote actually says, leave a loaf, have a loaf, leave a loaf. Need a loaf, take a loaf. That was what
I left a loaf before, which is why I think I have asked it.
No, I'm teaching my kids that being a nice person isn't it's a tricky situation. I'm trying
How would
to
you
teach them
know?
to navigate that.
How would you know? You never
Because
tried being a nice person.
I am notoriously referred to as like the nice guy or a good guy.
I don't see it. I
don't either, but it happens a lot. But the thing is, I get walked on a lot because I'm the guy that if I have $20 and you need it, I'll give it to you. I'm stupid.
You get walked on a
Okay,
lot
there's
because
a
you're
difference between
laying
nice
on
and
the
stupid.
ground.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
So
no,
you're stupid.
I'm
Yeah,
stupid,
okay.
but being a nice guy doesn't help with that. So over the last like 3 or 4 years, while in therapy in particular, I've had to learn to not be so nice.
And did your therapist say, look, we want you to not give away your money, but it's okay to pay us? You don't not pay
I just
us.
have to say that if they're teaching you to not be nice, it's working because I
I
haven't
know.
seen it.
I know.
Any
I've had to
indication that you
embrace
were ever
being an
nice.
asshole. I've had to.
Listen, being nice is overrated in my opinion.
It is
Fuck being nice.
overrated, and like
I just want to say that Ian is a former member of the Donner Party.
Oh, that's
and
fair.
he's endorsing eating.
By the way, guys, I'm very proud of myself. I had made a commitment to stop
Sign up for
accepting
America's
gigs.
Got TV? Oh.
No,
I
no.
thought you was gonna
Stop
talk about America's
accepting
Got
gigs
Talent.
stop accepting gigs that are not doing anything for me or not paying. For example, and when I say that, like, I don't mind doing things locally, within reason, but like I'm not 2 hours for a $10 show or for free anymore. I can't do it. I'm not gonna whore myself out for $50, but spend $100 to get there.
And so basically what you're saying is you'll be watching a lot of television during the weekends, and you're not going to be leaving the house.
No, for example, I said within reason, because for example, I got a text message the other day. Hey, do you want to come feature for our Halloween show? And I was like, potentially. How long and how much? And he goes, it's a showcase. We're not paying. No, I'm not going to come feature for free. I'm not doing that.
See, even when I was 14 years old, I would not have ever accepted. We're not paying. Are you charging at the door? Yes, I will take a percentage of the door minimum. But if you're charging for the show, I'm getting included in.
Well, and here's what he said. And here's what pissed me off. The guy is charging people to perform, and there's $100 prize for the costume party. And you don't want to give me a dime? No, thank you. Old me would have taken it and said, sure, it's a gig in Indianapolis. I'll take it because it's exposure. I have worked hard enough to know that I am worth something, and I'm not going to accept being told, will you come feature, and we're not going to pay you.
Yeah, the only thing anybody ever got from exposure was frostbite, really.
Right. I'm done. I've gained enough. I've gained enough momentum that people, at least in the area and a little bit of the Midwest, know who I am, to the point where I don't have to go perform for free anymore.
Yeah. Now, I just want to address this comment because I know you guys probably already addressed this stuff. I just want to make sure that my position on chaos is crystal clear. Anybody is welcome to come here and comment, insult us, do whatever the fuck you want, as long as they use their real name and a real picture of their real selves. If you can't do that, then you want to go negative, then you're just a coward and a pussy. That's not, chaos is one thing. Sure, I welcome all the disagreement and all that kind of stuff, but you gotta be real. You can't be fucking hiding behind a fake persona and a keyboard. That's basically. So I won't unlock the trolls. If they want to attach their real name instead of whatever that was, BW Pussy Liquor or whatever his fucking name was,
Pussy Breeder.
He's welcome back under like a real human name and a real human photograph. There you go.
Real profile.
Now, what did you want to say that was so annoying that everybody would have just tuned out anyway?
I'm just saying that Steven is being unreasonable and that he's missing a good opportunity with this showcase. It's $100 for best costume. Win best costume, you're getting more than you would have gotten as a feature. Boom, right there.
Well, no,
that's the thing, though. That's the thing is as I feel like as a feature, I think $100 I think is a little low. I mean, especially if you're charging, if you're charging not only if you're not only charging people to come to the show, but you're charging the goddamn performers, go fuck yourself.
But he said he wasn't going to pay you, so $100 is more than nothing. So I'm saying, bam, when